Hey, good morning, disciples. Welcome to Goddamn the Devil and Coffee with BigAddison. I hope everybody's got their coffee ready. I do. Here's my Goddamn the Devil cup. I'll wait just a second. Everybody can get comfortable. All right, you ready? Here we go. Goddamn the devil and his cohorts to hell, death, and destruction in the lake of fire, and may we all be there to watch it happen. And as my day, so shall my rest be, Lord. And today, help me to work your will, Father. Let's get the job done. I pray these things, matter of fact, help all of us. Forget we're a community here now. I'm not just talking to myself, even though I am. Early days here, but in the name of Jesus Christ, help us all do your will today. Amen. All right. So that's how we got our morning started, which is a great way. We've got the devil on the run, and we got a fresh start, and here we go. So um, this morning, I just kind of wanted to maybe set the scene of what's going on here. So I live out in the middle of nowhere in the high desert of New Mexico, in a place called Columbus. And we are right smack dab on the border with Mexico. We have a port of entry, and we have a sister city across the border called Palomas, Mexico. And my family set up shop here about 40 years ago. I joined in 2008, and this is where I are. That's the short story. I'll fill in details along the way. But so it's winter here. It's very cold, which is why I'm wearing the long sleeves. I got a space heater down here because my studio is built in my bed and breakfast rental. So my home, I've turned into a bed and breakfast. And so I have an apartment on the back side, but I didn't have any room to build a decent studio. But here in the on the rental side, uh, because it's a hosted rental, I'm here when people rent the place. Anyway, on the rental side, I have a big office, and which I let the customers use. But it's where I had room to set up a studio. So the only thing that's going to keep me from doing these morning shows are if I have guests in the house, and in that case, I'll either show up in a different location, or I'll use the first thought post on the board to tell you what's happening for the day. So that's kind of what's happening here. I'm all lit up. I happen to have purchased several years ago now lighting. I have two big studio lights, and then I have a couple of lights that I've rigged up here that help light up my face, all right, from underneath, because I wear these hats. All right, so that's what's happening here. I'm all lit up, space heater on, got to sit and exist inside this frame. Got my goddamn the devil coffee, which I think is about time to take another sip. And I got to remember to look over here. I got to put me a sign up here that tells me to look at you people, which is just nobody. I'm monitoring. Oh, let me take my sip. So I'm monitoring the program using my dummy account so I can see what you guys are seeing. And I hate the split screen. This is what I've been trying to get rid of. I wish this is so distracting for me on this side on my PC, which I'm conducting the program on, is half my screen is used by the guest that's here. And I suppose that splits as more people join. I guess we'll learn that as we go. Hopefully. Anyway, that's kind of the scene here set this morning where I'm sitting and what I'm doing. So I did have some notes here to get through the meeting, and uh, so I kind of wanted to share the screen here again, and been doing a little bit of practicing. I think I'm in pretty good shape here to kind of go through what I wanted to show you this morning. So here we go. I'm going to go back to the Disciples League. Dink, a dinky do. Here we go. We're sharing. All right. Okay, so I'm on the screen. The share's on the screen. Everybody's happy. All right, so what I wanted to go in here and show you all is in the classroom. I've been showing you the toolbox, but we've added a couple of new things I wanted to go over. And that is this new, I don't know, I didn't mention, by the way, there's 2 free ebooks in here. One on the last days. This is an abridged version of the last days, which is all the way down at the bottom if you want the abridged version. It's a 49-page book. Probably need to call that out a little better, but here's all the volumes. If you don't want the abridged, here's the volumes one by one, all free, provided by Pastor Joe Courts on his website. So when you click those links, that's where you're going. And then we also have an ebook that he just put out, Eyes on the Prize, which this is, coincidentally, not. He put this book out the day that, about the day I think Sunday when I went live with this broadcast. So that was quite a ironic coincidence. This book is about Bible motivation for obedient discipleship. So the whole book is kind of his take on discipleship. So I thought I'd throw that in there, and you guys can cross-reference about what I'm saying, what he's saying, with whatever it is that you know. But what I wanted to show you here was the media folder, and so I'm popping into here. Let me get there we go, the introduction. So we're putting into the media folder media files that we're creating. For example, here's a short YouTube video.
We are all invited to fulfill the Great Commission by Jesus himself. That's why we created our new school community, the Disciple Machine. By going through our free 5-week course, you will have a clear idea of how you can partake in this. And you don't need to go to preach on the street. It can be just as simple as sharing a link. Access is free.
All right. So these are here for you to share. All right. You see here, click share. So here's a link. That's a quick share link, and you can share it in all these different other places that you have or logged into or whatever. All right. Put them in your emails, put them in your social media, wherever you want to share. And so right now we've got 3 of these videos, and that's what I wanted to show you, the toolbox. All right, let me get back over here to you and unshare. There, see? I'm starting to get the knack of this. All right, so let's see what else. I was starting to show you the last couple episodes, trying to show you Jesus MAGA, the hat. Just so you know, my Jesus MAGA means Jesus make all great again. And of course, I chose this because for marketing. I mean, pretty hard to beat the name Jesus. Everybody knows that name, and pretty hard these days to beat the name MAGA. Although I did start this in 21, so that was I can't say it was foresight, but it turned out that I thought it was just for the next election, and turns out it has a life much larger and way beyond that one election, because MAGA is now mainstream culture. So that's the market I'm trying to tap into with Jesus MAGA. And I know the red hat and the name MAGA, everything just offends people to no end. But it shouldn't with me because it's not about politics. It's about Jesus. Jesus is the only one worth putting on a pedestal, and he's the only one that can make anything great again. I can tell you that right now. Anyway, let's go over to Jesus MAGA. Sure. Oh, this is Jesus Magazine. I beg your pardon. I kind of jumped the gun there a little bit, but JesusMagazine.org is one of the other associated websites. JesusMAGA.com is where I was trying to take us, and we'll go there in a second. As long as I'm here, I'll show you that from Jesus Magazine, and I see I need to change this graphic up here because we have a whole new way we're showing Pastor Courts now. But if I open the magazine, quick little explanation, and then you get down to the pages. Now, remember, I've told you that I have about 100 websites, and this is the network, and this is the A through Z of my websites. And you can just scroll through here and find anything that tickles your fancy and take a look. So we're not going to do that today because I'm not here to advertise Jesus MAGA. I just want to show you my delivery system. So if I go over here now to the web, this is going to take us to JesusMAGA.com. You can see I've already put I got to change that. We got all brand new ones now. I've changed these things so many times already. But on the front page, when I post a blog to Jesus MAGA's blog page, it first shows up on the front page. So these are all the recent blog posts that I've made, and it shows 5 and then gets on with the page and gets you out. So you can click on any of these guys, or you can go across here and look at all the different links about Jesus MAGA, but it's a quick one right here to go to the blog. So here's the blog page. And so you saw on the front page, this was the last article that I posted. And over on the side here, you can see I've got an old ad for the disciple machine that I need to change, and so on and so forth, showing all the ads to my different sites and the different posts, etc. So that's the Jesus Magazine blog. What else did I have here? Front page, magazine. All right, so let's get back to you guys over here. Where am I? I gotta find you. Boom. Unshare. Boom, back. And I had a couple other places I want to show you. We are now joining the social media crowd. And let me show you what I mean. We have opened accounts all over the place. Here's Facebook. Dink. So here's our Facebook page. And let me go to the profile page so you can see. There we are. So presently we have 0 followers and are not following anybody. And, I just built this thing. So I am putting the daily comments, links, and the shows that we're doing here. Starting to post those here, there, and everywhere as we start to round out our social media presence and get all those wonderful meta tags going and all the behind the scenes search engine stuff happening and get us listed all over the place. If you ever type in the word disciple or discipleship, basically. All right, so there's Facebook. Let's see here. Let me come back to you on share, and we'll go to another one. Facebook. Here is on True Social, where I am posting everything. So I just go around when I create things to post about us. I go to all these various different places and I post. So that keeps me busy. And it'll just, it'll just keep getting busier if things go the way we're hoping they go. So let me get back to you again, and we'll unshare that, and then we'll show you another one. What else we got here? Here's what we look like on X. Used to be Twitter, right? Oh, we got a notification here. Oh, it's stupid X. They give me more notifications than anything, but we're getting there. Let me look at the profile. Look, I've got 6 people following me. That's just organic. All right, we're all brand new here too, so everything's new. So don't be surprised at the membership numbers. We're just getting started. All right, so let me come back over here, unshare that, and we'll show you over here Instagram. We've posted a couple little videos over here that are different than we have over on YouTube, but we haven't dressed this up at all yet. Following 5 people. I don't know. Auntie, I don't know exactly how to say his name, but our young man that's helping us with all the graphics and everything, he's kind of heading up the videos and social media kind of stuff we're doing. So that's the latest right there. Let me get back over here and unshare. And I think another one or two. We did Facebook, we did Truth Social, we did Instagram, we did X, we did Jesus MAGA. Let's see. Why did I want to show you 6,000 years old? I think just to show you, this is one of the websites within the 100 websites in the network, and I'm going in here. This is the newest banner, so I need to go through 100 different pages and put this on the banner. And then this is the topic is 6,000 years old. And this one, it's just all about, do you really believe the Bible? Because the Bible says that the earth is 6,000 years old. And this page provides the argument that Pastor Quartz gives for, in fact, the earth being 6,000 years old. And I dare you to watch it because it's going to rock your world. It's going to rock your world. Because guess what? The earth is only 6,000 years old. Not just the earth, by the way. Okay, so let's get out of there. What kind of time we got here? 4:17. We're doing all right. Let's see if I unshare that and I get back to you. Hey, hello. Let's see. There is another one here to show you. How did I not show you? Did I not have it loaded up? Let me go take a look. By golly, by gum, I don't have it loaded up. Let me cancel that. Let me go find. Hold on one second. I don't go anywhere, but I got to go look at the computer for a second and try to load up a page here. All right. So I've gotten there. And then let's see if I can find the disciple machine. Boy. Yeah, look at that. Found it right away. That's pretty good. Okay, let me come back over here to you guys. Ta-da. I never left, I know, but it feels like I did to me because my screen goes away, of course, because I'm opening another internet browser. Anyway, let's see what I found. Here it is. Share. So check out our YouTube page. Spent a little time dressing this one up, which we have to do with that Instagram page. But we now have this YouTube page that you can go to. You can share, etc. But the thing is, you can go in here and click these. These are the different episodes Today's day 4, so we've done 3 already. I'm going to put number 4 in the can today, and it'll show up here in the first place. We also have our short videos in here. And remember, any of these videos you can here's the first one. You can go right here, I believe. Share, right? And you can share them. Let's see what options it gives us. So you can copy the link. Boom. If you're a webmaster, you can get the embed code, and you can embed that into a web page by sharing there, right? Also, you can click these buttons and share directly to all your social media accounts. That's how that's done. It just opens up the account you have and opens up the share window, and you type in a couple things and add a comment or whatever and share it on your page. So get to sharing. Nothing like having a friend share with you some good news, because if they're really a friend, they're going to take a look, right? Who doesn't want to hear some good news from a friend? So that's where we're at on that. All right, coming back, wrap this up for this morning. All right, so that was pretty good. If I don't say so for myself. But what I mean is just being able to get around. I'm doing that a little better. I did a little practicing. I think we're gonna have to look up. I'm gonna have to Google if I have to be staring at this split screen, because it just makes everything small for me. To my work environment, is half of what I can see and do in here. So I'd rather have the full screen and just have you all, down here at the bottom. Anyway, I'll work on that. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to get around, show you. We're not slowing down. We're thinking of ways every day to add value to the machine. We're thinking about how to get the word out and all the different social media accounts, and it's a big deal. And it's just baby steps every day. Adding a new brick to the wall. And it doesn't take long. I mean, we're going now. I think it's about our 7th week, and looking back, we've covered a lot of ground. I mean, we have a really dynamic community on school, top notch. I mean, as good as any. Um, the only thing we're missing is members. So we didn't do it the other way around, right? We didn't go after members with nothing to show them. We built this thing, and now we're ready to show the world and see how it works. All right. So that's it for today. You all get out there and do some discipling. And that means sharing the good news of the gospel. That means making disciples. And, now the easiest way to do that is to bring them here. Bring your friends into the machine. I mean, at least anybody you care about, that you want to deliver the good news to, or do you think could be a good advocate for the cause of Christ. What are you waiting for? All right. You all have a blessed day. I'm trying to drink this coffee, trying to stay warm, and we'll see you in the morning. All right. God bless.